I'm John, and tonight I want answers about the California elections. There's no stopping us now because we're live.
I'm John Thompson.
I'm John A. Vink.
I'm Keith Stattenfield.
I'm Loretta Beavers.
I'm AJ Minnick.
I'm Jennifer Sim.
I'm Jim too.
I'm Bobby Chastain. These stories tonight on John Wants Answers.
John wants answers. John wants answers. Give John answers. Give John answers. John wants answers. John wants answers. Give John answers now.
Check your calendars. If it says June 9th, 2022, then we're live. Hey, June 9th, you know what that means? It's Tim Erskine's birthday. Happy birthday, Tim Erskine. Woo! He's our engineer, I guess. That's what you call him.
Sure, yeah, he's our engineer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good guy.
How are you, man?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. Are we doing a show tonight?
Yeah.
Cool.
My guest tonight is Keith Stattenfield.
I've been distracted.
So we've been worried about you because we thought you were cheating death.
No, I wasn't. No.
Because
no,
you
I was
called
fine.
me on Monday and said, I've been near COVID. I've been
near
COVID adjacent.
COVID adjacent.
So-
Proximate. Very proximate to COVID.
So I might not be able to make it for a while.
Yeah, quarantine for the week.
And so then I checked in with you and you tested negative
I did.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Only Tuesday and Thursday.
What about Wednesday?
If you don't have symptoms, you don't need to test every
Oh.
day.
Okay.
I mean, I walked over and got tacos on Wednesday night from a taco truck. That's outdoors.
I get tacos from a taco truck and I'm starting to think on Fridays they're not there anymore. Because on Fridays, today I walked the taco truck, it was not there. I had to go to Subway instead.
Today's a Thursday.
Today's a Thursday.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Maybe they're only
Interesting.
there on Fridays.
Maybe they are open there on Fridays
I mean,
and not on
have
Thursdays.
you been to their website?
It's a taco truck. They don't have a website.
Oh, I bet they do.
You think so?
Yeah, I'm sure they have a website.
It says
Like
the
our
guy's
taco
name on
truck
it.
has a website. I had to go to our taco truck website and realize I've been saying the wrong name for it for years.
My
I always
taco-
thought it was King David Tacos. It's
not?
David, King of Tacos.
Oh.
See? And I had imposed this religious thought to it. But no, it's just David, King of Tacos.
Mine is like La Pupusa? Loco? Like crazy pupusa?
I think that means like crazy dough fill or crazy filled dough thing.
They kept on, when I first started going there, they tried to push the thing on me.
Yeah.
Which I guess was a pupusa.
Sure.
And I was like, no, just a taco. And they don't speak no English. So I'd say, taco pollo, por favor. And they would say something I don't understand. And I would say something that they don't understand. And then we would just agree 3 tacos is what I get every time.
You're probably Mr. 3 Tacos.
I'm Mr. 3 Tacos who pays in $2 bills.
Yeah,
Yes.
They've
I'm that guy.
They've got a lot of stories about you. Like I don't know how often they talk about you, but occasionally they'll like be at home and they'll be like, crazy $2 bill taco boy didn't come today. I wonder if he's dead.
I didn't come by for like 2 weeks. And when I came back, they were like,
they were like,
"Were you
"Thank
on
God."
vacation?" Well, they asked me in Spanish if I was on vacation. And I figured out the words. kind of.
Duolingo.
And it's like,
I mean, you're
yeah.
retired now. You should learn Spanish or do something to keep your
learned.
brain active.
I learned hola,
That's okay.
3 pollo taco, por favor.
Yes, 3 chicken tacos, please.
And then later on, I say gracias.
Thank you.
And they
Okay.
say de nada.
Okay.
And they say okay in there. After I give them the
Sure,
money,
yeah, okay.
they say okay.
Okay is universal. It's like not any language. It's just like, okay.
That's the entire conversation we have. And that's how I like
I'm just
it.
saying Duolingo. Like I believe it's affordable. I'm not getting paid for this.
What is Duolingo?
It's some app.
an app?
Like you put your little ear pods in
Uh-huh.
and then it like teaches you Spanish or Italian or
One time I had to like
French
alter
or
the order or something.
Icelandic.
I went to Google Translate. And I typed in what I wanted to say, and it came out in Spanish.
Sure.
And I pointed the phone in their face, like this, and they're like, oh yeah. Anyways, we're getting off topic.
We have topics?
Oh,
I got the email. I didn't think there were really very many topics tonight.
big news, big news. This is our season 13 premiere,
Wow.
our 13th year.
We're well past the point that the syndication dollars should be rolling in.
We have done over 100 episodes. That's true.
Yeah?
Yep.
Are the syndication dollars rolling in?
No. Who do I talk to about that?
I'm going to blame the executive producer.
Is that Tim Erskine, the guy we talked about before? Is that his job? Give me
No, that's your job.
syndication money? My
No.
job?
Yes. Here's the thing. If someone asks whose job on John Wants Answers is that, unless the question is, who's going to play Keith this month? Every other job is yours.
I'm not character generator. Or director. This time, AJ is director.
I believe we were having a long discussion before we even started this show about how you spent 2 hours doing all the character generation and things and putting them on USB drives and copying them around.
AJ is going to press a button pretty soon that puts a tag under me.
Okay,
It'll
let's
say,
wait for it.
John A. Vink, Wonderful Answers, and I'll be like, AJ doing that. See? Look what AJ does.
Just like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got a whole crew of people in here doing that.
Does John have a tag for, does AJ have a tag for me?
Let's see. Let's go to camera, whatever you are. One.
Yeah,
Is there
okay.
is it-
Sure. No.
No,
see,
wait,
he doesn't have a tag for me.
That's the wrong guy. Wait. There we
Okay.
go.
Not infected with COVID, to the best of our knowledge.
That's
Like
even telling
science
me.
says no.
You told me.
Yeah.
I'm taking your word for it.
I don't have symptoms.
Okay, I don't either.
Why doesn't your tag say not infected with COVID?
I don't know if you watched the show before.
No, actually, I
haven't?
haven't. What? No, that's not true. I did watch it once.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
My tag
I was on
always says Wanter of Answers.
Wow.
And your tag always says some crazy shit.
Some crazy shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes complete sense to me.
Tonight was the January 6th House Select Committee holding their first in a series of public hearings tonight.
Yeah, I watched it.
What was this? Was that the government letting us in on what they found out so far? Or is this some hearings that are kind of public for the first time? What happened?
They certainly weren't the first public hearings because they've been doing hearings for many months, both open hearings and closed hearings.
Okay.
This was really the first prime time hearing where they intentionally scheduled it at a time and told the news media that we believe this is something that would be newsworthy and that we think should be
So has it been on
told to the American population.
Has it been on C-SPAN this entire time?
I'm sure many of them have been on C-SPAN.
And this is the
Although
first
C-SPAN normally is, I mean, they do committee hearings, but if there's activity on the floor of the House, they would be on the floor of the House. Or
Did they summarize
C-SPAN 2,
some
I guess
juicy bits
it's
for
all
us?
it's a House, so it'd be C-SPAN 1.
You've seen it, so did it summarize juicy bits for us?
I'll say both chair and co-chair gave very good opening statements that summed up
No, yeah.
both American history and how, in many ways, the norms of how our democratic government is supposed to work were torn asunder and treated like so much trash by that former guy.
Now, Mike Lindell told us that 90% of us are going to jail. Did they address this?
I don't think they got to any of Mike Lindell's stuff. That's
Okay.
probably in the third or fourth hearing.
Because Mike Lindell said before the end of last year, Supreme Court would overturn everything.
Overturn everything,
Yep.
as they're allowed to do.
And reinstate.
Well, not reinstate, right? I mean, as I understand from reading the bulletin boards on Reddit, Trump has been president this whole time.
Oh.
They took Biden to a set of the White House, and they're just letting him pretend to be president while they wrap up those last couple ends, find all the child predators, get the adrenochrome.
So inflation, all Trump's fault.
Oh, no, that's all Biden's fault.
But he's not president.
No, it's still his fault, though.
Oh.
Yeah,
Funny how that is.
yeah, it's wacky.
Well, I can't wait to watch it. I have it on my DVR.
Yeah, and then they had like a 25-minute, I'm going to say, video, which summarized a lot of the activity of January 6th, including a lot of stuff that I had never seen before and which they said had not been ever previously released. A lot of policemen camera footage.
Right.
And a lot of, the U.S. Capitol has tons of internal cameras that point at things. And so, you finally got to see this exterior shot of the Capitol with a really wide view camera, and you hear the police say, yeah, they've broken through the lines, and then you can see, 100 people running across the lawn towards the Capitol, who shouldn't be running across the lawn towards the Capitol.
It looked like a
Carrying
Joel
baseball
Schumacher
bats
movie?
and no, because the resolution is maybe not what you'd see in a Joel Schumacher.
It's not ultra
Everything
high
is
def?
pristine, 4K. The colors are perfect.
Oh, it's better than
This is real world footage.
it's better than Joel Schumacher.
It wasn't blurry.
Okay.
It didn't make me, visually sick because of all the jump cuts. But it did
sick
make
for
me,
democracy.
it made me again somewhat depressed about where we've been and where it seems we're still going.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I'll have to watch that. I
you'll have to, yeah.
told my DVR to record it days after my DVR died. My hard drive just died.
You told the DVR to record it after your DVR died.
My DVR died.
Okay.
I
You got a-
unplugged
did you
the
get a new
eSATA
one?
cable,
Okay.
and now it's going to use the internal hard drive. I found shows from 2012 on there. 'Cause I
Wow.
plugged in my external drive later.
Oh, like your external drive just
I
totally
watched an
replaces your
episode-
internal drive?
I watched an episode of The Daily Show
Okay.
with Jon Stewart.
Sure.
He had Elon Musk on the show.
And was he not a
Elon
dick?
Musk was not crazy.
Wow. That was a
he'd been-
long, long time ago.
He'd been crazified over the last, I don't know how long it's been, 8, 10 years.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
So-
being a billionaire will do that to you.
All right. Well, G to death,
Yes.
but you're okay.
Yes.
And you tested.
Yes.
I don't want to tell tales out of school,
Okay. Then don't.
but you were near somebody who had it.
I was, yeah.
Yeah. And they're okay?
They're old,
They're old.
and therefore there is always concern,
Uh-huh. Are they still positive?
as far as I know,
Oh, okay. But they're hanging in there.
hanging in there.
Okay.
We were fingers crossed.
They got all the vaxes that they needed?
They got all the vaxes. They got the antivirals on Monday.
Okay.
Not Piloxicam, the other one.
Not the aquarium cleaner,
No.
And not the horse
hydro-
tranquilizer?
No.
but something actual medicine.
Something else, yes, actually, like medically tested.
Okay. Good, good.
Good.
All right, well, let's get into our first topic, which
Okay.
is California elections. I don't know if you noticed, we had elections on Tuesday.
We did. I had to actually go vote in person
I
because I couldn't find my ballot.
filled out a paper ballot, and then I walked to where I would have had to vote in person.
Yes, and drop it
put
off.
it in an envelope.
Yeah.
They may actually put it in an envelope and sign the envelope before I put it into a box. So, was it Super Tuesday?
No.
No? Okay. I noticed something. You nor I were on the ballot
We weren't.
for governor.
We weren't. That's correct.
We had this whole plan.
We did.
We had a plan to both run for governor
Yes.
and see who got the most votes.
Yes. How many votes did you get for governor?
Well, it turns out none.
Aha, that means I win.
Well, you didn't get more than none.
I did. I got 2. I have proof.
I checked the website.
I brought proof.
You brought proof?
I brought proof.
Oh my.
Yeah.
What
Okay,
malarkey.
there is a write-in vote for me on a ballot.
But that's not for.
And there is another write-in vote for me on a ballot, which means
Wait,
I got 2 votes for governor.
for governor? Those are both. You
Those
can't
are
vote
bo-
twice for governor.
You're right. Maybe that means someone else voted for me for governor.
And you took a picture of a ballot, which is illegal?
No, it turns out it's not illegal.
Oh. You actually got 3 votes
Okay.
because I voted for you for sheriff.
Oh, well, that's not gonna. That wasn't bad.
That was not.
That was governor,
I know.
and I
yeah.
won. And I won. 2 votes. 2 votes.
So you're saying to me you threw your vote away?
No, I don't believe so. First of all, it's a primary.
Uh-huh.
And the guy who I would have voted for if I didn't vote for myself,
You won the
who won the primary
Okay,
by a lot.
by a lot. Well, let's get into this. So
Okay, sure, yeah.
now in this primary, we're just trying to narrow down the field of
That's correct.
candidates.
To 2.
To 2. But if you get over 50%, does that mean you just win and there's no second?
For some races, yes, and for some races, no. I don't believe that's the case for governor.
Oh, because Gavin
Even though he
Newsom,
got more than 50% of the vote.
56% or something
Yeah.
like that. See, I thought we'd have an easy time, 'cause I'm going to look through here. We had the candidate statements
Yeah, yeah, those were delightful reading.
for governor. And some are interesting. You have a guy from the Green Party. He's not going to win.
not
Who
gonna
votes? Who no one votes Green?
Well, some people do vote green.
There's a lot of news about one lady, Mariana B. Dawson.
That was a very short statement.
3 words. F all politicians. I think
all
she
politicians.
means. I think she means fuck all politicians.
That's a good guess.
And I went to the website with the results.
Sure.
It did not record any votes for her
In the whole state?
in the whole state.
That's very surprising.
Because if I go to elections.sos.ca.gov, it's going to show me all the results here.
Okay.
It's going to load.
Keep scrolling. We want to get down to the
Oh, governor's like number 1.
SPAs.
I'm going to click on governor.
Yeah, but...
And they're not alphabetical already. They're in like random order.
Yeah, well...
We have a Gavin Newsom,
yes, you got a lot.
56%.
Sure.
But if you look on this list, nowhere does Mariana B. Dawson appear. Now, I heard she withdrew like a
Oh,
week
that could be. Yeah,
before
she could have
election.
withdrawn before the election.
Okay.
Before the ballots were printed.
Well, no, she's on my ballot. I think she's still on the
Yeah.
ballot because they were already printed. And then she
Okay,
withdrew.
that could be. Yeah, you can. There's a date you can withdraw.
That's too bad because I would have liked to see what
Like
F
how
all
many people?
politicians
How
would
many
have
people are
gotten.
willing to vote for that?
The second least I saw here was some guy named Zink. And I thought, people saw Zink and thought to themselves, oh, is that John Vink? And then voted for him thinking they're
Okay.
voting for me.
Sure.
Because I had a website for a long time,
Yeah. Well.
jav4ca.org.
Yeah. I also had anyoneButJohnForGovernor.com.
I know.
Yeah.
I let all my Governor
mean-
2022 domains expire yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah, good timing.
Great timing.
But I saved all my unambiguous year domains.
Just for next time.
So just go jav4ca.org. It's still there.
I mean, it could be Jeff for Canada.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Maybe you need a branding guy.
There's a guy here. So a lot of these say no party preference.
Yeah.
This one guy, it said no qualified party preference.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Was there like,
I believe that means he said, I am in Party X.
he said American Solidarity Party, is what he says
And
he's in.
then he was not registered as a member of that party.
Oh. Is that a real party? Or do you think he just made that up?
It might also not be a qualified party.
He sounds a bit loony. So
Surprise.
he's clearly anti-abortion.
Okay.
So there you go.
Yeah.
And so there's that guy.
Yeah, there's that
Now-
guy.
One guy, I don't know where he was. Maybe he's different. Maybe he was like a senator. His whole thing was just a URL. Here it is.
Yeah.
Abdul
Weirdly, like you don't pay by the word.
Perjada. Yeah.
Like you get a certain number of words for free.
He just put it in his website. And I thought to myself, how annoying. Because here I could have read something about him, and he's telling me, I'm not going to tell you anything. Just type in this long ass URL
Yeah. Yeah.
and then you can read what I want.
I mean, at least it's HTTPS, but it is sites.google.com.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I would say include
he
that
didn't even-
maybe in the text.
Didn't even want to buy a domain name. I mean,
know.
they're $8.
$8? That'd be 12. Where do you get your names from? Where do you go?
I'm on Namecheap.
I'm on
and
Namecheap,
I think
too.
they're like $7.95 or something. They have sales.
Oh,
you
they have
gotta wait.
sales. I always pay full price.
Ah,
'Cause, you know,
well, you can afford to.
I'm rich now.
You've got all that not working money.
So there's that guy. And then some of these.
This is riveting television, by the way.
I know.
I at home, people are like, let's watch John flip through the book that none of us flipped through when it mattered.
What? You don't realize.
Have you heard of little
interesting
tags?
things.
You could have, like, instead of uploading pictures to a USB stick, you could have put little
Tags and
tabs
say-
on the side of your thing so you could find the stuff you're looking for.
Lieutenant Governor. This guy
Yeah.
says husband, father, trial attorney for 25 years. I read you the entirety of his statement.
Yeah.
Or in his
he
URL.
paid like $5,000 for that.
I know. It was 4,300.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Unless you get
it's-
signatures, then it's free.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys didn't have a chance.
No.
Guess-
No.
Ilinai, am I saying this right? Ilinai
I don't know.
Kounalakis.
I've looked at that name and I've said that we're not going to try and pronounce that.
Oh.
We're going to
well,
wait to hear that a couple times.
So I just did, so I guess it's up to you now. So she's the current lieutenant governor.
Yeah, she is.
Lieutenant governor is a non-job, if I understand it correctly.
No, there's a real job. Like
I mean,
there are
it's
certain
a-
boards that the lieutenant governor sits on, and in California, when the governor leaves the state, the lieutenant governor becomes governor.
Right. Yeah.
That's a job.
Wait, does Kamala Harris become president when Joe Biden leaves the country?
No.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
So it's better to be lieutenant governor
Yeah.
than vice president.
Yeah, like in I think North Dakota or South Dakota or Wyoming or one of those flyover states. Like the governor is pretty Republican, and the lieutenant governor is crazy Republican. And
Oh, so
when
the-
the governor left the state, the lieutenant governor like vetoed a bunch, rescinded a bunch of executive orders.
Oh, really?
And COVID shit, and the governor had to go back early
it all.
and be like, no, we're putting those back in place.
So it doesn't happen too often in the White House because the
They run as a team.
president picks the vice president.
Yeah, now they
But in
do.
this case,
Not the first 2 or 3 elections. That wasn't
Yeah.
how it worked.
it was second place, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
second place.
But now governor, lieutenant governor of
That's
California.
that's
separate
when
elections.
vice president was not a job. I mean, the vice president was leader of the Senate.
Uh-huh.
Theory was the vice president would be over in the legislature doing legislative stuff.
Oh, all they do is break ties. Right?
Yeah. Well, now all they do is break ties. But they are nominally the person in charge of the Senate, and they could direct the agenda and shit.
All right. What else do we have here? Controller. What does the controller do?
Issues checks.
Is there a decision making involved in that?
There is, yeah.
There is?
Yeah. Not a lot, but yeah.
'Cause it seems like just like an accountant.
I think they also invest the money.
Oh, okay. And well, then treasurer. That's
Yeah, maybe treasurer issues checks. I don't remember.
attorney general. The old guy came back, right? Rob Bonta.
Yeah, he won.
Is he okay? Is he a good guy?
He's fine.
He's fine. I don't like the DA around here. It's terrible. Because everyone's
Rosen.
doing crime, and no one's going to jail. Is what I heard.
You might be thinking more of San Francisco.
Yeah, San Francisco.
Yeah, that's not the DA around here.
No?
That's the DA 40 miles north of here.
Okay.
And even then, some people were going to jail.
They got recalled.
He got
He
recalled.
got recalled.
Yes,
They-
I don't think
the
he's
city
a they.
People said we don't like this guy for not putting people in jail enough.
Yeah, the police also didn't like him because he kept investigating the police for homicide.
Well, who are the
That's
police
how
killing?
that started.
Oh.
Turns out the police were killing some people the police shouldn't have been killing.
Oh.
And everyone was just looking the other way, like, it's fine. I'm sure they're allowed to do that.
Well, not everyone, because the DA looked into it, I guess.
Yeah, finally. And then the police pushed back. The police stopped doing shit.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, like they stopped arresting people.
Oh, that's not good either.
No, it's not.
I don't go there anymore. I avoid San Francisco. Well,
Okay, well,
I've avoided the city for many years.
yeah, it's the
but
hills.
even
It's the
more
hills
so
for me.
The hills?
Yeah, like why? Let's imagine you got on a boat and you were sailing to California, and you've been at sea for like 3 months, and you're finally like, fine, we're in California. Look, let's get off at the absolute first place we see, which is just hills, hills, hills. Let's just build our city there, instead of sailing in and turning right and going down about 10 miles, and building a lovely city where it's flat.
That's where we are, in the flat section.
Well, we're even further south of that, right? But Redwood City, lovely area, flat.
San Francisco,
San Francisco,
It's
you can have a heart attack trying to walk your groceries home.
they made it bigger. They sank all their ships
They
at the
did,
docks
yeah,
just
yeah.
to make more land.
San Francisco had to make some flat area. Like the new San Francisco land is flat. It's the only flat place in the city.
What does insurance commissioner do?
They oversee insurance companies.
That seems like a not electable job. Right? Like the rules, I guess, the government sets out. You got to do this and this and this.
Yeah,
And this guy just makes sure they do it?
yeah,
Okay. Can't anybody do that?
yeah. Well, the insurance commissioner can do that. You got to
Oh.
have someone do it.
Well, here's a good statement for somebody.
Okay.
Who wants to be insurance commissioner.
Insurance commissioner.
Healthcare for all. Abolish the insurance companies.
Okay.
So that's a person who's saying destroy what I'm supposed to be looking over.
I mean, that's
And another person here, nurse, black trans woman, single payer, universal health care. So they're all trying to get rid of insurance companies.
Well, that'd only be healthcare. Like, what about car insurance?
I guess they cover that too.
Yeah.
Who should have bought us car
Umbrella, liability, boat insurance.
insurance?
How much insurance do you have?
I have car insurance.
Okay.
I have house insurance.
Any other insurance?
I have health insurance.
Sure.
Um,
Rich guy like you should have an umbrella policy.
that's what my financial advisor said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't listen to him, did you?
I'm busy
Yeah, I guess you
making
are.
this riveting television.
I don't know what, because preparing for your TV show isn't among your many activities.
I asked you what we should do, and you were like, "That's your
I said,
show."
I said,
you
don't bother
decide."
me. I have COVID.
Yeah. Okay. Assessor.
Assessor.
Now, Larry Stone's been assessor for a long
Been
time.
assessor for forever.
I always vote against him.
Sure.
He's corrupt.
I don't know if he's corrupt. I just vote against him.
No, I know
voted for the other guy.
I know a guy who is in city government, and he
Okay.
told me stories about corrupt Larry Stone.
Okay.
Larry Stone has friends. Larry Stone's
Larry Stone has
friends.
68% of the people are friends.
Larry Stone's friends do not pay property tax
How does that happen?
until the day they sell the property, and they just don't pay tax. And because they know Larry Stone, they get away with it.
That's insane.
He's corrupt. We got to vote for whoever runs against Larry Stone. This case, Andrew M.
Yeah, I
Crockett.
voted for Andrew just because I was like, I want to see someone else's name on this ballot.
I know. And in my bills.
I mean, not that I really think Larry's done a good or bad job, but just done it too long.
You think there should be term limits
You gotta.
on assessor?
No, I don't believe in term limits, but I think after you've been assessor for 117 years, you should be like, maybe I should let somebody else be assessor for a while.
And what does he even do? Like, it sounds like he just
He oversees an
sends out the
office
bills.
that, well, no, they have to decide how much your house is worth.
Well, they have
They
people for
hire.
that.
Well, yeah, he's their manager.
He just manages
The entire office. Yeah.
Wait, no, not even that, because the appraisers just add 2% on to what was on there last year.
Not legally, no.
Isn't that what Prop 13 was?
Well, it's the maximum,
Yeah.
but they first have to justify that property went up. That's not that hard.
Yeah.
They also have to value a lot of business property, which is a lot harder to come to an actual value for.
That's outside the 2% rule?
I don't believe that. I don't know.
DA.
District attorney.
I asked my Republican friend, who
Sure.
do I vote for?
And
Because I wanted the law and order guy to put all the
Okay.
criminals in jail.
I don't know if you've noticed, but Republicans aren't the law and order guys anymore.
No.
That's when you get home and watch the January 6th thing,
Yeah? Oh.
you'll come to that conclusion.
So I voted for Daniel Chung. He's a prosecutor.
Yeah, I
so
couldn't
he's
vote for him.
more.
Did you drive around at all and see his signs everywhere?
I saw Sajid Khan signs everywhere.
Oh yeah, I saw Daniel Chung signs everywhere, and I'm like, you can't put a sign there. That's public property.
Did he put this on there, or just some of his crazy?
They're all his responsibility. That's how the law works.
See, sheriff, I don't know who to vote for, because I don't know the issues,
Yeah, we shouldn't vote for sheriffs.
and so I voted you for sheriff.
I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also would be first of all, I can't be sheriff
Is there?
because I have not passed the post law, the police officer standards and training class.
You could do that. How long did it take? Like 2 weeks?
I think it's a little more than 2 weeks.
Not much, probably. So, I voted for you.
I mean, if you notice, there was one lady that said, "Oh, sure, I've passed it," but she hasn't.
Is it on, or is it Christine?
It was a lady.
Well, I guess we're out of time.
It was this one. It was on.
On.
Yeah.
Not Ann Colton, but on Colton.
On Colton.
Okay. Well, that's all the time we have for today.
Sure, yeah.
This is a great
Next
thing.
month might be better, people.
Cindy Chavez running for mayor.
Yes.
Is she the descendant of Cesar Chavez?
I don't believe so.
Did you have her
It's a somewhat common
on
name.
Democratic TV?
We did, yeah.
Yeah,
many
okay.
years ago.
I met her before.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's her and Matt,
And Matt,
one
yeah,
and two.
her and Mr.
So I guess
Mahan.
they have a in November